Hey everyone, welcome back to Review Warz. I'm Kyle.
I'm the Jay.
And today we're going to talk about the new fighting game out. It's Justice 2. Jay, what'd you think of it?
I thought we were doing Soul Calibur.
No, we're talking about the best fighting game out on the market right now, which is Injustice 2.
Oh, Injustice 2. Oh.
Yeah, easily Injustice 2.
Oh, the best.
Yeah, easily the best. By every metric you could imagine, even from a professional championship style, every game.
Okay, Injustice 2. Well, how do I begin? Okay, well, first you started the Seed.
The Seed.
Which is Mortal Kombat.
Is that the Seed? Well, it's the same company that makes it. NetherRealm's the same one.
It's the Seed.
Okay, it's the
Seed. Mortal Kombat is the fighting game. Then, yeah, you have Street Fighter, but Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, they're the quintessential fighting games of all time.
Okay, I'll agree with you on that.
So you get along the storyline, Mortal Kombat, ups and downs, and then they come out with Injustice. Now, Injustice was great. Was it not? I mean, strap on your shit boots. Yeah. It was great.
Injustice was amazing. It
was dark. Heroes died. Heroes went evil.
It gets a little complicated with their deaths.
Millions
of comic book stuff. So
I'm not going to say millions, but metropolitan area, I don't know how many people in the population.
I would say millions of people died.
Millions of people died. Lois Lane and a child, infant, still in the stomach, died.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, and then the heroes who died, it was dark, it was gritty. The storyline, it was pretty good. But with the darkness, it was amazing.
Okay.
I mean, you didn't expect this.
So I'm curious, what did you give the first Injustice?
Well, I'm working my way to it.
My bad. All right.
Millennials, they have no patience, right?
I know. I mean, we're on a schedule.
Oh, man.
That's fine.
So, I mean, you start out, and Injustice definitely one of the best fighting games ever. I mean, granted, it's not original, but in a lot of aspects, it's more original than others.
It's pretty original, but okay.
So, yeah, it was a great game. So then you have Injustice 2 come out. Okay, so Injustice 2... play it, let's see how it rolls. Well, they get away from the dark side. Injustice got me with the dark side. You have comic book heroes, okay? You have a reason why these, like, the Arrow can actually go up against Superman. You have drugs. Okay, so now we're throwing to kids and people that drugs, pill-popping heroes can actually fight. Oh, great, let me go take some PCP. That sounds fun. And I can fight, like, 12 cops. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's a true story.
Yeah. Miami, right?
Okay, so the second one, where's the good story explanation? Then there's no drugs.
Well, the drugs still exist, so keep going.
Yeah, but they don't touch basis on them. There's no darkness to it. There's no killing. There's millions of people, but they're all being held hostage? Oh, great. Okay, well, that's a nice story time bed story for the little kids. Cool. Okay, how many heroes died? None? Oh. Okay. Well, that's great. The only killing is the alternate endings, not the main storyline where either you pick the Batman or the Superman side, which is completely ridiculous. But then you have the personalities of the heroes. I don't care for it because you have Batman, who's completely anti-killing, right?
Batman's anti-killing.
Yeah, which is the worst Batman persona there is.
I mean, that's every Batman persona.
So let's go in with one of the characters, the Blue Beetle. If you beat the game with Blue Beetle, what happens? Oh, you kill Brainiac, but Batman's like, good job, you're in charge of the Justice League. Now, how ridiculous is that? What's going on?
Every fighting game there is has those little subplots. It's not really canon, but...
yeah, it's a subplot. We're taking a character like Batman, who's he's so anti-killing that he completely totalitarianizes the Justice League, said, you're doing it this way, no killing, and there's no way, I don't care how many millions of people are hostage, we're not killing Brainiac. We're not making any exceptions in the killing point. And then Blue Beetle kills him in his subplot, and then Batman's like, oh, you're the... He kills him. Did you not play? No. Blue Beetle kills him. Kills him.
Knocks him out.
Kills him. Did you play with Blue Beetle?
No, I never played with Blue. I mean, I played the main story, their actual canon part. I never played with all the characters.
The subplot with the actual character. Blue Beetle kills Brainiac, and Batman puts him in charge of the Justice League. What?
Why are we arguing over a side story?
What is this?
Like, it's so passionate over a side story.
Horrible loopholes, okay?
It's a side story, though. It's like, it's not real.
The special moves are not that good. The best one is Flash. No, the Flash is the best.
They're all pretty cool, man.
No, they're not.
They're all pretty neat.
I'll give you Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing is a cool finish move.
Into the world. Yeah.
Flash is the best. That made me laugh. It was epic. It was timeless, literally, and it was wonderful. Now you get it was such a letdown from the first one. The first one set the bar up here, and Justice 2 is here. Granted, it's probably one of the best storylines for single-player fighting game Yes,
Easily.
that's great.
Easily, by a
but they
mile.
dropped the ball. They took something that was special from the first one and they let it drop. It's gone. They completely went PG on a rated R title, and I can't. It's unforgivable.
No,
It's unforgivable.
PG. They may be PG-13.
Then they brought in the
I mean, people died in this one. They had main characters who died.
who?
Grodd died.
Yeah, okay, he died. Who else?
Yeah, Aquaman literally stabbed him.
Yeah, no, he did. He
and
did
murdered
twice.
him.
Twice.
I'm trying to think who else died. Maybe he might have been the only character.
You want to go through the Injustice, the number one? How many heroes died besides the millions of people?
I'm curious, do you know how many of the people died in Injustice?
Oh, let's see. Shazam died.
Shazam died.
Nightwing died.
He didn't die in a game.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't die in
Yes,
a
he
game.
did. Batman
No,
actually. It's in the
Did he die in the
the
actual
clip
game?
art where the Batman goes, "You killed my son," and he's talking to the alternate Nightwing.
I think you're looking at the comic books. I don't know if that's actually what happened in the game.
I watched it.
You watched it.
Yes, playing the game, I watched the cutscenes.
Because that was in the comics. Because you know who killed Nightwing?
Nightwing.
Nightwing killed Nightwing.
Yes.
No.
Not in the comics. In the game.
I'd have to replay the game. I don't remember that. That
Yes.
seems... I don't know how... Like, I guess... Yeah, that's weird. I don't think you're right on that one, but we'll let you keep
The Gorilla
going.
died. Lex Luthor. Joker died. Lex Luthor died in the first one.
Lex Luthor did die in the first one. He's not in the second one.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Luthor died.
Yeah, she's
Green Arrow died.
Green Arrow died in the comics.
And yes, the Gorilla died from Overwatch, which was weird because he's in Overwatch. So
I mean,
how's that-
they
how's
like
that
to
discussed?
compare franchises and stuff.
I guess. Okay, so I didn't really care for it. It was a great game. They put a lot of work into it. It really shows the graphics were way better. It's definitely a 6. With it though, is it worth paying the
6?
money? Is it worth paying $60 for this game? No, it's a rent. Get on Gameplay, get Redbox, however you need to do it. Borrow it from a friend. It's not worth $60. It's a 6. It's worth the playthrough, but it's not worth buying.
What did you give? I'm just curious. What did you give the first one?
Oh, a 9.
You give the first one a 9. See,
Injustice the original was a 9. It was a breakthrough title. It was original. It was
Okay.
dark. The storyline was great. It was a 9.
Alright, so I feel I'm on the 9. I like Injustice. I'm one of the people who read all the comics. I really dug the Injustice storyline. Loved it. I love the fact that they actually have a real reason for Batman and Superman actually hating each other and wanting to
That's
fight each other.
almost as good as Batman vs. Superman. Go ahead.
I mean, it's just way better in every way, shape, and form. I kind of felt like the game struggled a little bit on plot. I really enjoyed the plot, but it struggled. It kind of had to follow what the comics did. So the comics killed, Green Arrow, and Green Arrow was brought back, I guess, from his alternate world in this one. Black Canary was in this one. Well, the one from that parallel world came back. There's like 3 Green Arrows right now. One's dead, the other one went back to their world, and then the one who married Black Canary from this world is now came back to help their world out.
Anything can happen in a made-up world.
It's comics. What are you going to do, man? It's the most confusing thing ever. The bad guy storyline for why they were helping Brainiac was kind of ridiculous, and they all just kind of decided not to do it at the end, which is kind of sad. From a gameplay mechanics standpoint, it's better than the first. They added a lot of additional features to make it where it's not just always going to be Batman versus Superman. It's going to be armored Batman or some other form of Batman where they're tougher or they're more more projectiles.
They took away they took away a bunch of features from the first one that's not the second one.
What features did they take away?
The button matching, where they say press the corresponding button to throw either cards or to block Sinestro's combat or when he's throwing at Green Lantern. The little mini games.
No one cared about the mini games.
It's not the point. They took it away. There are people who enjoyed it.
Look,
I did.
That was part of the main story. They decided that wasn't worth keeping in there. They were more worried about the gameplay.
That's why I didn't buy the game.
One of the
it's like Madden. They take away stuff. Guess what? They're going to bring it back in Injustice 3.
They took away the smallest mini game.
So they can say Injustice 3 new features.
He's crying about it. It's okay. I'm a big fan of the gameplay of it, though. I think it's going to it shows you that NetherRealm has it figured out between Mortal Kombat and Injustice. They know how to tell a great story. They know how to make characters perform. They know that they can't just have Batman versus Superman over and over again. You can now add different features to each one.
They did know how to tell a good story.
And they
lost it.
They finally were able to figure out a way to make your crappy friend stop throwing projectiles nonstop at you. Now that there's a meter, you can hold down your invulnerable so you can get close to them and do more damage. There's just ways of getting rid of campy players that they've tried out, and now it's been super successful. I give the game an 8.5. While gameplay's improved, the story was a little bit lackluster for me. It reminded me a lot of actually Mortal Kombat XL. where it's just
Storyline
like
sucked.
where the first one, Mortal Kombat, was great, and the new one wasn't that great. This kind of feels the same way with the storyline. A lot of things happen just for the sheer sake of it happening. The Joker being involved in it looked ridiculous. I don't know why you had to include the Joker in the game. Besides, he should have just been DLC later on, or like Darkseid was, just pre-order content.
It was horrible.
He looked really bad.
It was horrible.
This is worse than the Suicide Squad Joker. I mean, he looked terrible.
And then you have Batman who doesn't want to kill, but that's you're
why are
literally
you crying?
fighting a brick wall if you're like, I don't want to kill my enemies.
He didn't say. Like, did you even play the game? At the very end of the game, Superman wants to immediately kill him and is like, we'll figure out how to do. Wait. Batman's response to that is like, before we kill him, we need to make sure we can restore all these cities. He's like, we'll put him in jail until we can figure out a way to do it, or else he's the only answer. Superman doesn't care. He just wants to murder Brainiac and then just take his spot.
And then what happens with Superman? They literally spend millions upon millions and millions of dollars to put Superman in a cell for one person when they could just kill him. Why not just kill him?
You never know when you're going to need him. You never know if he can be rehabilitated.
You can't trust him.
And that's the thing, that the ongoing great story with Injustice between Batman and Superman.
That's a great story.
The best part about that is they're such good friends they can't kill one another. Because Batman could easily kill... Superman could easily kill Batman even with his powered up form.
That's the retarded point.
Superman even brings that up in the comics. He brings that up in the game of like, I could have killed you years ago. He basically wants Batman to say that Superman was right and vice versa. Batman just wants to stop Superman but not kill him because they're best friends. They 100% are. Now in the Superman alternate ending, which you could choose in the main storyline, which is not canon, it's the side canon. It's kind of dark where he just basically puts Batman in mind control.
The real ending.
Yeah, it's not the real ending.
It's the real ending.
You'll never see that ending
There's
again.
one or two endings. You go with the best one.
It's kind of a nice way to go with the House of Elk. It's kind of an interesting take with Wonder Woman about her biggest fear is Superman realizing that she manipulated him into just killing everyone with the death of Lois. So it's kind of an interesting take, but again,
should have happened.
I give the first Injustice a 9, this Injustice a little bit lower at 8.5, but it's still definitely worth a play. Now, as far as buying it goes, the only problem with fighting games is, like Injustice 2, they already announced before the game came out that the first DLC package and who's already going to be in it. Wait for the Ultimate Edition in probably a year. It's going to be the same price, and you're just going to get all the characters then.
Yeah, wait a year when multiplayer online is going to be obsolete because you'll be so bad at the game. There's no point in playing.
Trust me,
makes no sense.
Wait a year because if you want all the DLC characters, it's then going to cost you like $100 or so. Wait the year. Everyone's still going to be playing it until the next Injustice because fighting games.
Yeah, they're going to be better than you.
The best thing is, they might be.
You're going to have a year of experience.
You're going to have to work. You're going to have to work harder.
Work harder.
Unless you're just going to be in competition worthy, it's not worth buying it right now. You just wait till the DLC comes. I mean, wait till the Ultimate Edition comes out.
I agree. Don't buy the game. No, I agree. Don't buy it.
So he weirdly agrees, but actually he's disagreeing with me at the same time. That's just what he does. Anyways, let us know what you think of the game. Let's know who your favorite character is if you dig the storyline, and like, subscribe, comment. See you next time.
Harley Quinn sucks.